It's Dave. How's it going? God bless you. I hope that you are doing alright. I hope that this video finds you, like, in good health, good spirits. I hope that you've been wearing a mask and staying safe. I've recently discovered the most awesome song, Don't Put a Mask on That Bleep. OMG, what a great song. Okay, can I hear myself?
Song, Don't Put a Mask on.
Okay, alright, oh boy, yes. Yes, please don't put a mask on that bleep. I love that song. Okay, alright, so hi there. My name is David, the Jaded Rabbit, whatever have you. God bless you. Thank you so much for finding some time in your day to join me for an augment build. Yes, I love Cassie so much. If you had ever seen me play in Season 1 of 2019, I was rocking Cassie for a good while before I switched over to Jade. And then everybody knows about my betrayal of Jade, moving on to Devora. But, yes, Cassie, she's the OG homegirl. I always thought she was the cutest in the cast. Especially, the army look. Maybe we should put on the army look. Now I want to put on the army look. Even the basic default skin for Cassie, I don't mind. She's got cakes, guys. She is cakes filled. But we are going to be talking about augments and augment choices to get some easy wins with lovely Cassie Cage. A lot of people, I feel, sleep on Cassie, but she does have some powerful augments that she can access with her various fancy moves, but I think we're gonna go back to pink latex. This is perhaps my fave. Alright, so let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. Rambo Main, hello there, my friend. Thank you for joining along. Winston, Jonah. Okay, I'm glad that you figured out a way to counter Scorpion. Yeah, never be upset with spammers. It's just a matter of learning how to counter. Choco Pebbles, Purple Lou Valadez, Jax. Hey there, Jax. How's it going, brother? Thank you so much for joining along. Yay. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about Cassie. Now, I have made a build for Cassie previously, focused on the flipping out move. I feel like out of all of her bullety, gun-shooty kind of moves, flipping out is the best one because it really covers a lot of distance when you jump with flipping out. Plus, it's very hard for the opponent to avoid this. I mean, with Kneecappin or Air Bullet Barrage, these other moves that you can equip, or even the Bullet Ricochet. This is another move that you could use that has access to extra bullets. I feel like we are going to be trying to cheat here, like a little bit of cheating, because we're going to be focusing on the kneecapping here instead. And this is because she has access to a brutality with the kneecapping. With all of these fancy, like, locality augments, there's no reason why you can't get some easy wins with some of these fancy character-specific augments. But it does require some grinding to get some of these fancy augments. I guess the first thing that we should be looking at are these Jinsei augments that she has here. Take a knee. This is what's really the star of the build here today. It's a mythic ranked augment that gives you 4 extra shots to Kneecappin. Now, I say that flipping out is better because flipping out starts off with 2 shots, and then if you add 4 extra shots, you get 6 shots. So you get more damage per second with flipping out as opposed to Kneecappin. But we're gonna try and like get lucky with the locality augment because you can access fancy locality brutality. But she has other augments that like would work with what we're using here today, namely this bullet barrage fully loaded, as well as, if I could find it, the ricochet. Gunplay, this is what it is. Most of these augments are mythic or mortal ranked, meaning that you can get a lot of these Jinsei Essence augments from her stage 6 character towers. That's probably going to be the most cost-efficient way of getting these augments, because Lucky Towers, well, they're costly. Very, very costly. As opposed to stage 6, which is just 100 hearts. Very nice. So let's start off this build with just Kneecappin. So let's take a look at what Kneecappin does, but we'll also check out these other moves as well. So let's put this on very hard. I think it's always important to test these things in the hardest of situations. Otherwise, how would the build be good? This is my gold standard. If it can get through classic survivor towers on very hard, then for me, it's a good build. So let's see what you guys are saying before we get into this. Bastion, Kneecappin is way better. It's alright. There we go. I was missing my membership icon. Yay! Thank you, my dear bunny, but I knew it was you. Yay, alright, okay, luck ain't free, oh boy. Yes, like getting those luckality augments costs a lot of currency. So let's go, oh no, not AI, oops, I almost put this thing on AI, oops, oh, this does not bode well. This does not bode well. Okay, so here we go, very hard. Let's try and get some easy wins with Cassie.
Round 1.
Eek. You see that? You can jump over it, which is not good. And if the AI can, like, access, like, a air move, Cassie can be punished. The trouble with this move is, well, it has, like, a very lot... Oh, she did math 2 times. Oh, she is a calculus girl. You know, out of all of the mathematics, like, I could never do, like, simple algebra, like 1 plus 2. That was hard for me. But I loved me, like, differential, like... calculus, doing it, you know, integrating under the curve and all of this stuff. Yes, that was nice. I enjoyed that. I don't know, something about the more complex things of life interests me more than the simple things. Okay, so, let's do the move. Okay, so, oh wow, he's just jumping us. So you see, that is a possibility. So I think the best way of just using this move, given that we're getting, like, an unblockable effect with natural 20 and running on empty, is really to just spam the move. This is one of the times when, like, going for the same move over and over, I don't think you can really be punished unless you're coming up across, like, a teleporter. Teleporters might give this whole entire build a little bit more of trouble. But easy to get through these very hard things, even if you want to be flawless. Unfortunately, you don't really see the luckality triggering here because, well, it's not a Rambo. Rambo has 120 bullets immediately with 1 move. I really don't think Rambo luckality build can ever be beat in terms of ease of use. Like, this is pretty easy, but I still have to press the buttons. Like, a couple of times, right? And if you set up Cassie's AI to be a zoner, well, she has too many zoning tricks, which is just a little troublesome to try and deal with. But I think what I'm not showing here is that the same augments work with a bunch of different moves, so I'm gonna set this to very easy. I just want to show off these other moves that she can access with the same generic augments, which means that there's a very versatile way of playing with Cassie. So, you have this, like, air move. Oops. Ooh, we're not even doing it. Wow. Alright. But, that's easier. I think, the flipping out is even better, because if you come across opponents and you're standing close, you should be able to get all 6 shots off, which is very, very nice with Cassie. Really good, too, against, like, big characters, like Kotal Khan, Terminator, Shao Kahn, Cassie shoots all of the bullets on them, and it's a little bit easier to apply pressure with flipping out as opposed to kneecapping, because when you get with the kneecapping, the opponent is pushed away, and then they can do things differently, whereas the flipping out, it's easier to keep them close. Alright, so let's do Cassie. Let's bring her up here. Let's really talk about these augments, because all of these moves that she has here, even the bullet ricochet one, they're all benefiting from these generic augments. Natural 20, running on empty, it's like a foundation keystone of so many builds, because this really allows your attacks to be unblockable, mainly because you have no gauge, but with no gauge, the enemy can only flawless block, which is rare, and with all of these additional shots from Kneecappin, it's just easier to ensure that you will have a steady stream of bullets, like, pouring into the opponent's knee. Very easy with just these 3 augments by themselves. But we're using a combo of these chaos augments, high and mighty in points of attack. This stuff is very powerful, giving you, like, if you remember when Bill of Health used to do double damage, you're essentially doing double damage here with these 2 augments, and you don't need to worry about your, like, being at full health, so it's way easier to pull off massive damage here as opposed to trying with using Bill of Health. Yes, Bill of Health is pretty useless now, isn't it? But at least we have this high and mighty effect, because it's really quite potent in trying to get good DPS, trying to kill the opponent quickly. But we've also got here Armor Clad and Lucality. Now, the Lucality, as you saw in those small health opponents, getting the Lucality to trigger isn't so easy. Sometimes you might have to shoot the bullets, like, several times. And then you have to worry about, like, the opponent jumping over your bullets. That's tough. So yes, I guess really spamming the move, really important, because you are getting this unblockable effect with natural 20 and running on empty. But the Lucality triggers sometimes, and this is where it's going to really help, is with co-op. So we're going to test this out in co-op. Well, show it off in co-op. I've already tested this stuff out. But more than one special ability is really boosted by this general strategy. So flipping out, if you remember, this was one of my first builds that I ever made with the new augment system, except we just took this one off because it didn't exist yet, and then we had in its place Fatal Flight. So when you have yourself, like, with the Fatal Flight, now all of a sudden you're dealing extra damage with flipping out, because Cassie's jumping, she jumps into the air, so technically she's not grounded, so she gets a damage boost from Fatal Flight with on the flip. Then you've also got this Bullet Barrage, which can also benefit from Fatal Flight. But for the purposes of co-op, we are going to make this a lucky build, because yes, I guess the fun is in just seeing those really easy victories that you don't expect. Alright, so let's put on the Lucality, and let's go back. So, just swapping around like 1 or 2 augments suddenly changes the very dynamic of which, like, how the build works. Very crazy. But I was trying to create another build when I decided to make this one instead, trying to use some of Cassie's augments. It made me revise my list of worst augments in the game. Yeah, so I realized I need to experience more things, force myself to experience these things, to come to these conclusions. What I present to you are, like, the resultant of, like, many hours of testing and trial and error to try and figure out what is easy and reproducible. Oh boy, this one might be a little toughy, because Kung Lao, he likes to teleport. Yay! He did! Tee. So it's very much similar to, like, what you would be seeing with Rambo Lucality, in that with the Rambo Lucality build, you have like 120 bullets. Here, you just have to spray the bullets all the time, and then the opponent will die. Apparently, you'll go flawless. Quite powerful. And hilarious. What? Okay, so, wow, let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. You make it look easy. Oh, thank you, Kid Deadpool. Hey there, Toadette fanboy. Thank you so much for joining along. You like more MKX or MK11, asks Naruto. I like MK11. MK11 is where it's at for me. Really enjoy the graphics in this game. MKX is just not as pretty, and it's kind of hard to go back to MKX. I feel like the cartoonish style of MK9 gives it a somewhat ageless quality. Especially since Jade is like swole in that version. She real buff. I like that. But yes, I guess MK11 is the perfectness. How did you get level 4 Chaos Energy augments? Best place to get things like level 4 High and Mighty is from Lucky Towers, doing the 2500 Hearts Tower. That gives you a level 4 Elder Ranked generic augment, which is very good. You might get something crappy, like a currency augment, or you might get something like Falling Darkness, or High and Mighty. Oh boy, Kung Lao. I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, he's coming for me. Never underestimate your opponent. Please stay away from the armor, sir. So, okay, this is good. So, I'm glad that we got to do more of this match, because what's good to know about this build is that even if the locality doesn't trigger, or if it takes a while for it to trigger, you're still gonna be safe. It's still a very easy build to use. The only thing is that you really do have to, like, really spam the down back one. If for a moment you don't catch the opponent, then it could be, like, over. As you saw, Kung Lao wanted to teleport a couple of times. Not cool. But you really have to, like, there's like different timings and rhythms that I'm noticing with these builds, because here we're using Kneecappin, but the previous build that I made with Cassie that I quite enjoy, the flipping out one, it has a completely different rhythm of how you use the moves. But here you really need to have like a stream of bullets. Yeah. Does he wanna get this anytime? Get this locality? Would be nice. But that's okay. As you see, even if you don't brutality right away, you're still pretty much good to go to kill the opponent. Just like, even if there was no locality. Which, you could question, why have the locality augment? You could put on something like Special Delivery, or Fatal Flight, if you were using it for flipping out. But you could be using different augments if you just want to ignore the whole entire locality portion of it. The thing is, with this locality augment, it really hinders your score in these co-op towers, so you're not dealing the total, like, boss damage, which takes away points. You can actually get, like, the lowest score in Race Against Time with a locality build. It's really hard to do, though, because sometimes you kill things in other towers and then you get points. But if you do the co-op towers with just locality builds, like I remember for the longest while, I was like at 10,000 points for the week. I was in the 99.9th percentile. Very nice. But 200,000 for that group battle, as opposed to actually doing the group battle with some other people from random matchmaking, that would give you more points, as well as like tokens, easy fatality tokens, currency rewards. It's questionable. But for those who don't have an option of playing with other people, like if you don't have PS Plus, like these locality augments make it really easy for you to do these co-op towers without anyone. without anyone. But that's not to say that you couldn't kill like Cabal here, even if you didn't have the augment. Okay, or if yeah. Okay, all right. Let's just kill him. Maybe we could be flawless. That's the goal. So the thing is like when you're far away, you have to like try and time it better. As well, like this opponent who likes to jump in the air. Like, there was that Frost Tower the other day. She liked to jump in the air to avoid the Kneecappin, and then I would get, like, an ice quake to the face. So, really, this is really helping Cassie mains learn that rhythm of how to best spam Kneecappin. Lol, which could be useful in Combat League, because it is a very nice move. You can amplify it to get a pop-up for a combo. However, with the augments that we have chosen and selected, it's just impossible to amplify this move. But why? Why would you want to when you could just kill so easily with the fancy augments? Alright, so let's make a little swap. So we're going to take off the Lucality. I want to really, like, show the fact that the build is powerful, even if you are doing something where Lucalities don't work. So there are portions of the game where you can't use Lucality augments, but, like, making just, like, a simple swap of, like, one augment, you should be able to get by these really tough situations. So there are, like, these towers that are marked E. Lucality does not work there, unfortunately. So having the build in a way that you could easily adapt it, I think this is also very powerful, because you can just make a simple switch, and then you'll get... Oh no, this is Scorpion. Well, I just wasted hearts. Oh boy. And then you could just get easy wins. Easy wins. Alright, so let's put on Cassie. Alright. Let's spend some hearts for rewards that, like, we're getting level 4 mortal augments. I would rather get something fancy. But, yes, the fact that you're using mythic ranked augments, namely take a knee, to give you the extra shots with the Kneecappin, it's just easy to build as well. So I hope that anyone that is, like, newer to Cassie, you try out like this build, these augments, because it's not too hard to put together. And even if you don't have these things at level 4, High and Mighty is quite potent at level 3. Very powerful. So you should be able to have good effect. Good effect. So let's take Cassie. Yes, okay. I'm just making sure that everything makes sense. Sometimes I make the wrong selections. Alright, so we're gonna use consumables for the first go-around just to see how this goes. Not too sure if I'll use any, but having the damage boost from Hardening Steroid is very nice. This is a physical type attack, which is why it uses High and Mighty to, like, a great effect. Alright, so let's get Liu Kang. Ah! Oh my god, he's getting me. Okay, oh wow. For a second I forgot how to use the move, lol. Okay. Oh no, I probably should have blocked that. Oh, okay, alright. We need help. We need all of this stuff. Oh no, this is gonna hurt. Oh no, my guts. Oh no, Reiko Shuriken. It's too much. Oh crap, there's gonna be more Reiko Shuriken. Yeah, we had to remember to block. If you ever have difficulty with this, like, these kinds of towers, you see, like, underneath the opponent's health bar, those consumables that they're using are on a timer. So as soon as the timer fills up to yellow, expect one of those modifiers to be coming your way. So yes, that's one of those ways to just kind of easily deal with that. Oh boy, we had to use consumables, but even still, you're not using, like, the offensive type consumables. I should also try and remember my move. But even with these same augments equipped, mind you, all we've done is take off the locality augment. Let's go for a different strategy using the same augments. Let's put on this thing. Let's... no. Wait. I'm trying to find the yes, healing armor. There we go. Alright. It's always wise to take along the consumables in stage 6, just because, you know, it will help. It will help. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is the flippin' out version. I like the flipping out a little bit more than the kneecappin because it's really hard for the opponent to avoid any of that. Plus, she jumps in the air. That's amusing. But really, these augments are helping out with so many different situations, different ways of using them. Yay! So yes, I think this one is a little bit easier to use as opposed to, like, this thing. But using the kneecappin in co-op, that really gets you easy wins and helpful for when you want to go through Towers of Time. Really helpful, because it gets you easy points. Those locality augments are really helping you get lots of easy points, either in Lucky Towers or just regular Towers of Time. Co-op Towers is a different matter. There's a whole entire different scoring strategy for that realm. Oh boy. Okay, so let's take a look at the augments once again. Let's throw them up there. Let's also take a look at the comments. Let's see what you guys are saying. OMG, Rambo Main, $4.99. Keep it up. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Jason, I only have 12 hardening steroids. It's not an easy consumable to find. If you've ever seen my video, How to Farm Consumables, I recommend grinding those single boss towers. Like, these towers. Let me show you. I'm sure we have some. Alright. So this tower, if you unlock it, this is a good one to grind. Most of the time, well, like, sometimes, these rapid towers will feature a tower, if you've already played it, this boss tower will be unlocked and you don't have to play any of the other towers. That's a good way of getting consumables. As you see there, there's many different completion rewards, and if you're lucky, you can get 25 hardening steroid in one go. This kind of tower, this is what I'm talking about. These single round boss towers. Very rewarding in terms of getting consumables. So for this one with Noob, I would expect to get more fluid shadows, because he's like a dark type character, so more dark type stuff would probably happen. But if you come across like a character like Terminator, or Cabal, or, not like the acidic Kano, but like, you know, other Kano towers, there are, like, good chances of getting hardening steroid. And as you see, having these, like, tower consumables, these are probably the most important consumables in the game. Like these guys right here, like Orb of the Dragon King, Bloodied Kunai. Yeah, getting these things, you can get them from here. But, you know, fair question, because I was using these consumables in Stage 6. Using consumables in Stage 6, always wise. Should always do it. Okay, so, let's see what you guys are asking. Now that pay to win. Yes, pay to win, Kid Deadpool. I highly encourage it because it helps out with the channel, so much. Helps me out with living, too, so thanks. Thank you, Rambo Main, for helping with my continued existence here on Earth. Thank you. Mr. Green, Joel Ketchum, thank you so much, my precious members joining along, my precious bunnies. Alright, so, wow. Another build, another day, another build. This is how it feels like, and there are going to be lots more builds coming up on the way. Have one that I'm working on for Jax. I have one that I'm working on for Johnny. So Johnny and Jax will probably be getting some love in the coming week. Also, special shout out to Mr. Green. You asked me to look into Cassie and her augment here. Oh, we got a new something that we never got before. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. But you asked me to take a look into some of these augments for her. Yeah, I'm working on it, brother. Give me a moment. Making some of these things work in a consistent and powerful way. It takes some time. Yeah, really love you guys, Joel, Rambo. Because yes, I try to give you all the special lovin' in the fancy club, so you get secrets, all sorts of secret videos, secret group chat, secret members channel in the Discord. I also have another YouTube's. There's secrets, all sorts of secrets. But part of this, you get like sing songs. So there's a sing song here for today. So this was a request. I do enjoy taking requests from you guys. But yes, I'm going to have to send my dear buddy a message that I'm doing this song. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Alright. Wait, I better check. Can I hear myself? So sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's working. Okay. Yeah, come closer, I'm the consummate's owner. Got you praying, rings are over. Calling Jade a spammer. Last time we matched up, you read all my fancy moves. Then I try to beat you, but it seems you'll never lose. The match is over, you're so sure you're gonna be Grandmaster. Glitching augments, I'm a cheater. New season round the corner. Feeling like I'll win if Devora can pull us through. Just zoning out these combos, cause now all I want is you. I'm saying, if I should win and you want mercy, bum bum bum. Teabagging you is my fantasy, bum bum bum. It was meant to be, it's our destiny, bum bum bum. When I get the win and you want mercy, ooh ooh ooh, I'll make you mine, mine. Ooh ooh ooh, oh boy. Tee. Okay, wow. Alright, do you guys know that song? Maybe? Alright. Maybe on a dream and a prayer you guys could recognize that song. Let me know in the comments. Would be lovely. But I hope that I'm showing here that this choice of augments, generic augments and Jinsei augments, makes Cassie very versatile. You have lots of different options when using Cassie and these augments to get this high and mighty effect, the unblockable effect. You can do lots of damage with take a knee or flipping out, but really, I think this lucality is going to give you more points in the long haul. Like, when you're doing race against time, having the lucality equipped is best for those 2-rounder matches. You're gonna get more points that way. Also, like, it's fun to show off in co-op that some of these characters, there's just no way to beat them. I was actually expecting my Cassie to go down against Kung Lao, and maybe if I wasn't pressing buttons that would have happened. But it seems like certain characters can really rock the lucality augment better than other better than others. Cassie's a good example of this. But yes, I hope that you try out this build. Let me know what you think if you're able to put together like this build. Natural 20 running on empty. You get these from co-op towers. Lucality augment you get from Lucky Towers, where the final boss is Cassie. And the high and mighty, probably Lucky Towers too. These are really dropping from those 2,500 hearts towers. Very easy to get a lot of level 4 good augments if you just spend some time doing Lucky Towers. Oh boy. Okay, so let's just make sure we're not missing any of these comments. Love you guys so much. A like, a comment, a subscribe would be greatly appreciated. It helps out with the channel so much. Also check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord. We do fancy things on each of these places. But really, like, special shout out to Jax, Rambo, thank you, Mr. Green, Joel Ketchum. Love you guys so much. You help out with this so much. I can't even describe. Oh boy, is that Cassie skin supposed to look like Jax is inspired by him? No, it's actually supposed to be that Kano ripped off her arms and gave her bionic arms. What? Yes. The Black Dragon crew got their hands on these people to make them into their soldiers. I think that's the story, although I'm not sure. I'm just trying to put it together from the pictures. But yes, thank you again for joining along. I hope that you have, like, a fabulous, like, day. Let me know how this build works out for you. But please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.